Hello everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. Last time was more or less just story. We didn't get into any combat scenarios or anything. But we did figure out some stuff about this world that's probably pretty important. So it turns out everything that we've been through in Marie's kingdom and this kingdom is actually because of Toshiro. Because apparently all of this is created based on his cognition. Because yeah, apparently Toshiro's father is a criminal in real life. Like he's a politician who kept bribing and kept blackmailing a whole bunch of people in order to gain more political power. And he actually rigged the election so Toshiro would become the next prime minister, so that his father could control him and pull the strings from behind the curtains, so to speak. So, apparently Toshiro gathered some information, but wasn't ready to, didn't have the courage, shall we say, to bring it out into the open, but he was collecting a whole bunch of, evidence against his father, which his father in the real world doesn't know about, but his father in this world does. And so through this whole lengthy conversation, Toshiro sort of admitted that he knew things about this world, and things in this world were how he saw it, not how they really were. So that's how we came to that conclusion. And that was just a very lengthy conversation talking about it, sort of gaining a little bit more information about this world. Although we don't have all the answers. Like, Yuki recognized him, and he recognized Yuki to a degree, but we still don't know who she really is. And I suppose the same can kind of be said for Arena. They didn't really recognize each other, but she is from Marie's kingdom? So that means she's probably part of Toshiro's cognition too in some way. So there's some unanswered questions. But that's about what we got up to last time. There was one little talk thing, but it was more like a fun little poem-telling thing. Wasn't much important to it. But that's about it. I don't think there was much more to recap. Although, I did notice last time, very unimportant, but specifically what was going on with the game of cards up front, and I just keep staring at it as they play and just finding more little details. Like, each of their little reactions whenever they get the old maid to someone else. Like, Morgana is super... I don't know. Like, I got you to take it. And, Toshiro's just kind of meh about it. But, Haru is very nonchalant about the whole thing. Like, she has a very good poker face, apparently. Like, she takes the bad card from Toshiro and just has no emotion about it until Morgana takes it back. As I said, very unimportant, but there's just some fun little details I like noticing. But anyways, on to more important things. We have more mission story stuff to go to, so let's just jump straight in, shall we? This will progress the main story.
Are you all well rested now?
Yes, especially thanks to Yuki-san's delicious tea.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Glad to hear it. We've finished creating our plan as well. Before we get into the details, though, let's go over the current situation. Sakura-kun, please tell everyone what you told me earlier.
Aye, aye, sir. Back at the base, I was able to hack into the cameras and disable them.
Oh yeah, that was actually part of the sort of evidence that this was inside this was because of Toshiro. He was able to guess the password off of in one chance when Futaba couldn't crack it, when they were trying to free the prisoners and get into the control room and whatnot. He just ran up to it after getting like a flash of memory and just got the password immediately.
But the main control system must be in Yoshiki's castle, so I wasn't able to take it down entirely. So the town cameras are down for now, but we should expect them to be up and running again soon.
Okay, so we have a little bit of time of Anonymity? How do you say that word? We have a little while to go around unnoticed, but it's not going to last long. I don't remember how to actually say the word I'm thinking of. Like anonymous. Anonymity? Or whatever. I don't know. Words are hard.
Then we'll take this opportunity to charge in and... No, that's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, that love general may be a psycho, but he's no idiot.
I love how Arena's first thought is, run in guns blazing. Sorry, Arena, that's not always the answer.
If we charged in there now, we'd be playing right into his hands.
After all, even if the town's cameras are disabled, we still have the castle's cameras to worry about. Not to mention, there are still far too many enemies.
Well, it's probably gonna have to just start picking them off then.
Our main objectives are taking down Yoshiki and rescuing the citizens in the castle's basement. To do so, we'll need to attack the castle, but we have to be pragmatic about it. Ultimately, we need to figure out a way to fool Yoshiki's cameras. I do have a plan in mind.
Oh, Toshiro's actually a really good strategist.
However, we'll need a significant amount of manpower to carry it out. Yuki-san, your word seems to carry a lot of weight with the townspeople. Can you ask the people we just freed to help us?
Well, that's...
I'd like to ask as well.
Well, asking them won't be a problem, of course, but...
Huh?
Perhaps it will be quicker if you see for yourselves.
Oh, what's going on with the townsfolk?
It should still be safe while the cameras are down. Please follow me.
Okay, lead the way, Yuki. I'm curious what's going on.
Lady Yuki! And those people behind you are...
Yes, these are the travelers responsible for your freedom.
Thank you! Thank you! We are in your debt! I finally got to see my child again. Now we can go back to our quiet lives.
I see. So, they've all been saved from Yoshiki's capture, but none of them want to rock the boat. So they're all just going to, like, settle down and, live out quiet lives as much as possible then, and avoid going back.
Actually, there's something I wanted to mention. Yuki-san, if I may. I'm truly glad to see you all safe. You have my word that this will never happen to you or your families again. And to do that, I'd like to ask for your help in defeating Yoshiki once and for all.
Defeat Lord Yoshiki? No, that's impossible. The Eisen Squad will have our heads if we defy him.
Oh. Okay, so their problem's not with getting rid of Yoshiki, it's with dealing with the squad now, I suppose. That makes sense.
Leave them to us. We have many reliable comrades ready to fight alongside us. But we also can't succeed without your help. So, what do you say?
That's... Yes, well, I'm not sure what the others will say.
You've all realized that Yoshiki's so-called love is a facade, haven't you? You all saw the footage of what the people who were taken away are forced to deal with. If everyone rises up and takes a stand, we can put an end to all of this.
It's true that our present lives are not easy. The difficult times are indeed plentiful.
So you agree?
Maybe, but at least we're able to go on living.
Yeah, I figured this is where they were going. Like, they're still very, very scared and they want to live quiet lives. They're not ready for revolution.
Begin with anyhow. There's not much we can afford to want. And as long as we stay quiet, we're somehow able to scrape by. Besides, what will happen if we fail? Just thinking
thinking about how we might suffer even more frightens me to no end.
Fair enough from an outsider looking in at our group. Anyone who's spent real time with this group knows that they don't fail. But I suppose there's always a first time for everything, and you don't know us, so being skeptical of our abilities does make sense to a degree.
So you see, we would rather you just let us be.
There's no other choice. We just have to accept things as they are.
No way.
So this is what Yuki-san meant.
Yes. They accept the pain in their lives, fearing that resisting would only make things worse. Yoshiki takes advantage of their weak mindsets to control them.
Yuki-san?
No, this isn't right! Suppressing all your hopes and dreams, living in fear, crying every day. Can you really call that living? Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. Don't be afraid to fight. Take a stand beside us.
Sorry, Irina, I don't think they're ready for that.
But we have to think about it.
Just stop it! You can't keep...
Irina, would you let me?
Yeah, Irina, you're not going to be able to just force them by yelling at them and making them see what they have to do. Obviously, it is what they have to do. They have to stand up against their oppressor. But they're not ready for that.
Toshiro?
My friend here's quite dependable, but she has a tendency to be quick to passion. Look, I'm afraid of fighting too, and being told to do so when you're already in a powerless position is absurd. Those who already possess strength will tell you not to be afraid, and that you need to stand up for yourselves.
Hey, that's not what Irina said!
Wait, let's see how Toshiro handles this.
I understand very well how you all feel.
You are a very good public speaker.
For a long time, I was more of a coward than anyone. I was always looking for an excuse not to fight. In fact, the fear is still there. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'd much rather prefer not to fight.
That's exactly how we feel. We just want to keep things as they are.
But then, I decided to take a stand. Because no matter how badly I want to run from my fear, I don't want to lie to myself anymore.
Toshiro.
I'm not telling you to be strong, and there may not even be a need for you to fight beyond your means. But at the very least, why not make an attempt to stop lying to yourselves? And after, if you still feel a desire to change the present, we're ready to do so alongside you. Those you see here with me have hearts of great strength. They will grieve and rage and give their all to fight for those who suffer. If you help us today, I promise you they will do the same. Right, Joker?
You're right. For a reward, of course. Maybe that's a bit much. Leave it to us. We won't let anything happen to you. We will always stand up before tyranny and do everything we can to stop evil at its source. I don't know.
Yeah, no way we're losing this! Trust me, if you think Yoshiki's scary, we've got some people on our team that'll make him look tame.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
I wonder.
Mako-chan's a good person to have on your side, isn't she?
Yeah, guys, you don't have to be afraid of big ol' Uncle Love.
That's all I had to say to you. The rest you'll have to decide of your own accord. There's no need to make a decision right now, but I would like you to give it some thought. I appreciate you taking the trouble to come out here. Now, I'm sure you're all quite exhausted, so please rest up and...
I want to help.
Oh, hello again. This is the person who made our kimonos.
I'm afraid of fighting too. But like that gentleman said, I don't want to go on living a lie anymore. If we don't take the opportunity given to us now, I don't see us getting another one. I'm more afraid of that than I am of any pain I might be put through by Lord Yoshiki.
Yeah, I see your point.
Yay, Toshiro! You did it!
You'll still have us. We're willing to help.
Really?
I'll spread the word to everyone else who lives in the area. This time, I'll ask them to try putting their faith in you.
Everyone, I'm sorry.
Huh?
No, that's not right. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Toshiro is a very good motivator.
Not bad, Toshiro.
He wasn't trying to force everyone to do the right thing, which kind of is what Arena was doing. He got everyone to willingly choose to do the right thing, which is much more effective. I can see why you're a good politician.
You had me worried for a moment there, but by the end, I was hanging on your every word.
Good work.
No, I didn't do anything praiseworthy. I only spoke my mind. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I opened up about my feelings like that.
And that means your words really connected with them.
I don't know about that. It's very possible they were just swept up in the moment.
And Toshiro's selling himself short again.
So, what's our next move? You've got a plan up your sleeve, right, Toshiro?
Yes. If we want to get into Yoshiki's castle, first we need to do something about the cameras and security. As I previously mentioned, that's going to require some extensive preparation, but... Yuki-san, the Aizen squad has other posts besides the base we freed these people from, correct?
Yes. It's very likely they're forcing the citizens they've captured to work inside them.
Then we'll head to those first. We need to save those people, too.
I like where this is going already, Toshiro.
You said we needed manpower, right? You'll be killing two birds with one stone by freeing everyone there.
Plus, the cameras around here shouldn't be back online for a while. So it should be a little easier to creep around unseen.
Alright then, it's settled. Our targets are the remaining bases.
So are we doing more stealth missions, or are we just busting in this time?
We're going into enemy territory, so make sure you're ready for anything.
You got it, Morgana. Last time it was double pincer. English is hard. Last time it was the double pincer maneuver where we had our decoy distraction team who went in disguise and wasn't immediately fighting. I'm curious if we're going to do the same thing again, or if we're just busting down some doors and some heads. Anyways, finding new allies is important, but we can't forget our own prep either. Our enemies have had some bite to them lately. Maybe we can look into some new weapons, new personas. Oh, hey Lavenza.
Ah.
Hey, is that Miss Lavenza again? Maybe she can lend us a hand. Why don't you take the call?
Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you for answering. This is Lavenza calling. Do you remember that new ritual I spoke of? Hey! You again. How many times must I... What is Lavenza?
Oh.
Whoa! Hiya! Anyhow, I have something to tell you. Please come to the Velvet Room immediately. Are we sure we want to? She seems to have her hands tied. But it sounds like she has some business with you, too. Go check in on her, would you? You got it, Morgana. Let's hope nothing explodes when we enter. Go to the Velvet Room. What you got for us, Lavenza? New techniques?
Greetings.
I have been waiting for you. Is something the matter? It appears as though there is something you wish to say. What happened earlier? Oh, pardon the commotion. The children were misbehaving, but now we are getting along quite swimmingly. Aren't we? Huh? Are the children she just referred to the machines? Now I have called you here because I finished preparing an entirely new secret rite. Until now, you had created new personas by fusion.
What you're saying is...
But now you have at your disposal a secret rite that can be used to create weapons the same way. Huh? You can now fuse two personas to forge arms for yourself. I might add that the weapons produced by this rite are considerably more powerful than those acquired by normal means. Or at least they should be. It can be unstable at times, you see. Oh, is that what that was? In any case, seeing is believing, as they say.
May I have a moment?
Please inform me when you have selected two personas to use as materials. Okay. Forging weapons. You can now forge new weapons by using personas as materials in the Velvet Room.
You will know what you must do in this world.
For weapons to...
certain you will find the answer.
For weapons to be forgeable, you must have personas that meet the required levels and match the required elements. You will lose any personas used in forging, so choose wisely before committing.
You will know what you must do.
Okay, let's check it out then.
Would you like to create a weapon?
Who's missing the new ones? I believe Arena's still missing a new one. I can't make anything for her anyways, so never mind. Can I make anything for anyone? Oh, I can make Vortex level 28 or higher. Gear Hunter, Ventisca with Freeze. Can I see the stats on either of these? Details. Oh, here we go. Okay, 51 power, over double the power, extra range, and it has a 20% chance to freeze when I shoot something. Ventisca sounds cool. What about Gear Hunter? I meant to hit details. Basically the same thing, but Vortex instead of Freeze. I think I want to go with Ventisca. Freeze is really good. Chironzon and Lilim. Sure. Neither of those are personas I fuse, so they're basic levels. I'm curious to see how this differs. Like, is it the same animation? Okay, it looks to be the same. Yeah, it's just a gun pops out instead of a persona then. We got a new gun. It looks pretty cool. Equip your newly created weapon? Yes, please. Can I do the same for everyone? Yusuke can get a slightly stronger one that will inflict dizzy. Haru can get a much stronger one that inflicts hypno. Stats-wise, what does it look like? Ooh, extra range and hypno sounds nice. Andrus, I don't think I fused. A persona within the companion matches these conditions. Withdraw. How much will it cost me?
Select a persona.
That's kind of expensive. That's most of our money. But it would be much cheaper than buying them a new weapon entirely.
Well then.
I want to double check. Who has upgraded weapons right now? I don't quite remember. Other screen. Equip. So, you have that. I think the easiest way to tell is actually going to be the shop instead.
Do you need something? Please.
Arden, obviously. Morgana, On, Ryuji, Haru, Yusuke. Makoto still needs an upgraded one, and Arena. But I couldn't make one for either of them, right? Those were the two specifically that I couldn't.
Come back soon.
Arena and Makoto. Double check those two just to be sure.
Would
Forge
you
new
like
weapon.
to create a weapon?
Yeah, Arena is a no. Oh wait, no, I already made one for Makoto. So at this point, it is just Arena who needs another weapon. But I don't have the right level personas for it. Can I get a Forget Affinity level 28?
Are you finished? The awakening of a
let's
new
see, I think I have some
paradigm.
extra personas to go
Make your
through.
decision.
I don't know if any of them have Forget, though, is the problem. It needs to be level 28, so Tanta is only going to be 27. Although I might be able to fuse that with, like, Andrus or something. Satanta. Anything I can make with a high level Forget. Oh, hold on. It's gonna cost me a high level persona, though. I don't think I want to do that. Satanta. It looks like if I want to do this right now, I'm going to be giving up a high-level persona that I put effort into. Let's try making this Satanta. I don't really care what skills it has. I am literally doing this in hopes that I can fuse it away to make a new gun. Satanta can be upgraded into... nothing with Forget, really. Dang it. Just to double check, that was...
What would you like to do? Would you like to create a weapon?
Yeah, it was 28. Dang it. Or Sweep Affinity 31. Can I make that?
Are you finished?
Forge new weapon.
Do you wish
Sweep
to perform
31. That's
fuse
what I
now
have to
then?
keep in mind.
Make your decision.
Sweep 26. Satanta can make Sweep 34, but again, it's a high level one I'm getting rid of. I can make Anzu. I think I need an Anzu in the book for one of these special fusions, so might as well do this anyways.
Is this
Invigorate.
Please wait just a moment.
This is really cool. Like, this is the most in-depth persona fusions are getting. Can I use Anzu to make a higher level one right now? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well, looks like I'm going to end up being just short of being able to get Arena who new weapon. Anything I want to do real quick? Nah, I think that we'll just have to do for right now. Sorry, Arena, you're gonna have to hold off a little bit. Maybe I can give Arena Anzu, and it will slowly start leveling up. It will slowly start leveling up. Oh wait, no, I can't give Arena.
Which persona will you choose?
I can't give the person who doesn't use personas a persona to level up the persona for her. That's not how it's gonna work. So I guess I'll just have to use Makoto and make sure. that I level up Anzu 1 level.
What would you like to do? What would you like to do?
And then I'll be able to use Anzu to upgrade Arena's weapon finally. And that will be that. But everyone has upgraded weapons at this point. Any new quests to do? No. Okay. That took a little while trying to get like trial and error running up for that. But that was cool. But anyway, it's one more little talk thing, and then it looks like it's just going to be down to the next battle mission. The Mysteries Arena Faces. Let's head out.
Listen.
What's the matter, Arena? You haven't said a word. Perhaps you are hungry. Whenever I'm hungry, I stand perfectly still and reduce all energy usage.
Not exactly.
It's not that. I've just been trying to sort out everything that's happened in my head. Like the fact that Yoshiki is Toshiro's father, and that he's probably doing bad things in your world too.
Yes.
I understand. Even we have a hard time keeping up with it all. If this does happen to be the world of Toshiro's heart, there's still so many mysteries.
Is that so?
Those things you call palaces, if they are worlds created from the cognition of a person. Then could this be a palace that I created?
A palace is a world that the person's shadow presides over, and where hordes of other shadows run wild. Legionnaires have many similarities to shadows. Perhaps Toshiro's is somewhere in here as well.
But
this place is quite different to what you all know, isn't it? Miss Lavenza was also saying something similar. The rules we've come to know don't seem to apply here. At the very least, Marie and Yoshiki both appear as if they're creations of my cognition. Yeah, there's some kind of cognitive forms, alright. Considering how Marie's and my father's appearances were based on my point of view, it certainly makes sense. But there is something I don't understand. What about the other people living in this world? And that includes... Yeah. It's what I've had on my mind this whole time too. Who am I, really? If this is the world of Toshiro's hearts, and you Phantom Thieves came from the real world, then what about me? Am I one of those cognitive thingies too? But then wouldn't that mean Toshiro knows Arena from somewhere? You sure you don't know anything, Toshiro?
Yes, I don't know anything.
So then maybe Arena's words are hard. So then maybe Arena's different.
However,
we also must consider that Toshiro's memory is not in a complete state. That makes situations like this difficult to know for sure. What do you think, Auden? You're not a cognitive form. Can't know for sure. Who cares? This could come off very harshly and rude, or very reassuringly, depending on how you take it. Who cares if you're a cognitive form? You're real to us. You're our friend. That's how I think. That's how I would mean to say it. Who cares if you're a cognitive form? Hey, I'm sure there's a better way you could have put that. It really doesn't matter, does it? I think that actually put me at ease. What? I'm the only one who doesn't know about the world Toshiro and you all are from. It just makes me nervous. I might have gotten a bit lost thinking about it, but it's still really just like you said. Who cares? In the end, I'm still me. Arena-chan. Hey, how about you take a break from thinking about all these things? There's not a single doubt in my mind that Arena's our partner, and that's all that matters.
I agree with that.
I don't think I need to voice that line, she literally just said it. Instead of getting weighed down by trying to figure this all out, let's think simple.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. We all just have to stay positive. I do understand your worries, Arena. But either way, we're not getting home until we solve the mysteries of this world. And if we ever learn something new, we'll think through it all together.
Thank you.
Morgana, everyone, thank you. And now it's time to focus on taking down Yoshiki. Let's get ready.
That's right.
Yes, you're an important asset to our efforts. From here on out, things will get serious. We need to prepare as much as we possibly can.
Right. I mean, I feel like Yoshiki was also kind of rude with that statement. Like, yeah, you're an asset to us. And he just stops at that. Like, I mean, not wrong, but it could have been phrased better. Like, she's more than just a tool. She's our friend. But anyways. Already received 3 GP. What is that enough to get anything for anyone? Not hideouts. Prep menu. Ryuji's 1 point away from something. I could get to... Now I'm still 1 point away from that. Never mind. Yeah, I think I want to keep HP on some people, because some healing is nice to have around. I can't believe Ryuji has that many points and can't do anything with them. Fox can at least get stop and go. Why it wasn't popping up that he had skills available is weird, though. I don't really have many changes to make with anyone. I suppose that'll have to do for stat skills right now. Ah. I am 1 skill point away from being able to... Nah, I am literally 1 skill point away from getting a Joker an extra movement. Ah, that's rude. Oh, hold on. Ooh, 1 extra movement for Joker? Or basically die once and come back up. Or no, Joker's is if he falls below half, he recovers and increases damage of next attack. That's actually really cool sounding. Let's go with that. Joker has decent movement already. And Makoto, we already looked at. We don't really have many changes to make. I could switch out HP for SP, but that would be about it. Unless I got rid of Mafrela, but I like having that skill with her. I think that will have to do for skills, and looking at the time, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off for today.
Time to write.
I have filled out 15 slave slots. Like, every time I record, I pop in a slave in a different slot to make sure we can always go back if need be. And, I have to start saving over the old stuff now. Save file. Almost 17 hours gameplay, and we're not even done. Close to done yet. But, anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time when we'll get up to some bad guy beating, I suppose. It's been 2... This is the 2nd episode in a row where it was only story and we didn't fight a single enemy. So, next time we'll get up into battles. Anyways, without further ado, take care, everybody.